Good day, everyone. I am Amira Shaikh, and I will talk about Naegleria fowleri, or the brain-eating amoeba. So, what is this microorganism, or what is this Naegleria fowleri? So, it is a parasite typically found in freshwater sources and a rare infection. So, it is colloquially named or known as the brain-eating amoeba, and a species of the genus Naegleria, belonging to the phylum Paracolonial, which is not classified as true amoeba, but a shape-shifting amoeba flagellate excavata. So it is the only species that causes lethal brain infection called the primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, or the PAM. So let's go over the content. The first, we will talk about morphology, the mode of infection, the life cycle, pathogenesis, clinical symptoms, and its laboratory diagnosis. So let's go over morphology of the Naegleria fowleri. So as you can see in the picture, it has three stages. The first one here is the cyst form. It is usually round. While it's the amoeboid form, or the amoeboid trophozoates, it has a lobular pseudopodia. While its flagellate forms, from the word itself, flagellate, it has a flagella. It has flagella. So let's go over the first amoeboid trophozoates. So it measures up to 8 to 22 nanometer, and its interior end is like a broad, while its posterior end is usually tapered. So it is a slug-like motility, and is accomplished by blunt pseudopodia. As I've shown before, the pseudopodia is attached into this here. So it is a single nucleus, contains a large karyosome that is generally centrally located. The large karyosome here. It is located here at the center. So the next one is the flagellate forms, which the stage that contains the flagella. So it is pear-shaped flagellate forms, and it measures 7 to 10 nanometer, and two whip-like structure that assist to select parasite in locomotion, known as flagella. So the next one is the cyst, which is usually round, but it has a thick seal wall. Cyst wall. It has cyst wall, and it also have a cell wall. So it is similar to both corresponding trophozoite stages and has only one nucleus consisting of a large centrally located karyosomes here. So let's go on the mode of infection. So it can be acquired by swimming in freshwater lakes or swimming pools that contains these effective forms of N. fowleri, or it can be acquired by inhaling dust containing ineffective forms. So let's go on the life cycle of this microorganism. So the life cycle of this microorganism, depending on the environment condition, and fowleri can change its phenotype. And trophozoates is the reproductively active stage, which it exhibits under favorable condition, and it is considered as the ineffective stage, which is as shown at the picture. It is the amoeboid form. This stage is the only one that can affect or that can infect a human or a person. So you can see in the picture, it is the flagellate forms and the cyst form. These two cannot infect a person or a child or young, since it targets usually the children, the young adults and the children. So this amoeboid form, it is the only one that can affect or infect a person. So flagellate forms of trophozoite helps in the spread of N. fowleri and Fowleri in new water bodies. That is why this too is also important in the spread of this amoeboid form. So let's go over its pathogenesis. So its pathogenesis, or what happened during an infection. So when the sediment of a lake is disrupted, amoeba gets steered into the water. So swimmers or the young children or the young adult can inhale this parasite through their nose, not in their oral routine, but instead on their nasal routine. From there, Fowleri invades olfactory nerves and migrates to the brain. So it migrates to the brain where it causes dangerous condition called the primary amoebic meningoencephalitis or the PAM. So when it's on the brain, it attacks the central nervous system via nose, as what I have said. So it doesn't affect your oral. If this water, if you if you were going to drink this water, the contaminated water with this microorganism, uh, it will not affect your body because it will affect its main target is your brain, so it doesn't affect your body if you drink this. Maybe there are some if, negative 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 results, but slightly, not in, because its routine is not on the oral, instead it's on nose routine. So it attaches to olfactory nerve and heads to olfactory bulbs to feed a nerve tissue. So necrosis and hemorrhaging, that results to necrosis or hemorrhaging, and travels further via nerve fibers to cranium floor and into brain. So after that, it consumes brain cells. So its main target is the brain. So let's go on the clinical symptoms. So there are patients that are asymptomatic, and there are also patients that are symptomatic. So uh, clinical symptoms such as change in the smell, sense, and respiratory infection signifies involvement of olfactory epithelium and neural tissue invasion. So the signs and symptoms shown as the patient affected by PAM do not include any symptoms of nasal inflammation such as nasal pain, bleeding, tenderness, and the nose bridge, sneezing, and or persistent rhinorrhea before developing signs of PAM such as meningitis. So if you are, as what I have said earlier, if you are affected or infected with this microorganism within a week with the showing of symptoms, a person can die within a week. So primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, or the PAM, occurs when the amoeboid trophozoite of Fowleri invades the brain, causing rapid destruction. So let's go on the treatment. So how can this Naegleria Fowleri can be treated? So amphoteric B is used for treatment as clinically effective. Many scholars and many scientists had so many laboratory experiments, and there goes that amphoteric B is used for treatment and is clinically effective. That's why it can be treated by amphoteric. There are some cases that amphoteric B, there is one person, I think, as what I have said, I've read, one person survives this Naegleria Fowleri with just treating it by amphoteric B. So that's all. Thank you for listening. That's all. And here are the bibliography. Thank you.